Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Bella with Bella and the Phoenix. Hope you guys are doing well. I finally got a brand new desk and I love it. And I'm really happy because now I can do my readings comfortably, right? I assembled the desk last night by myself and I'm really proud of myself. Anytime I put furniture together, it's a good feeling. Like when you're done, right? So yeah, and I kept my Eiffel Tower from my last place. I even brought it with me to Mexico. And this candle's from Mexico. The crystals are the same. And, you know, just trying to make my place more me, I guess. But yeah, I'm just really happy with how everything is coming together. So I'm having a really good month and year so far. But anyways, let's get into the reading. So for today's message, I wanted to tap into the divine masculines just to see what is going on with them. I feel like a lot of them are going through a lot of changes, you know, and I'm going to keep an eye out to see if some of the same cards come out that came out in my reading on Instagram. I did a spread there, so if you haven't seen it, go ahead and check it out. But yeah, and also if you'd like to book a reading with me, you know what to do. The link is in the description box. So let's go ahead and get started, okay? All right, so Spirit, what's going on with the divine masculines at this time? And by the way, happy Pisces season. Happy birthday to all my Pisces. I love Pisces people. You guys are the best. I guess because, like, I'm a Scorpio, so, like, I get along really well with Pisces. Anyways, let's go. Let's see what's going on. What do we need to know for the collective? Wow, they're really quiet today. What's going on? Okay, I'm just going to pull one out. The Three of Wands. I was getting this energy too. I feel like they're looking into their future, trying to make the plans for how they want the rest of this year to go. You know, they could be waiting for something to come in before they can move forward. Wow, we have the Three of Swords at the bottom. So I feel like this masculine has had a pessimistic view on love, and it's almost like he's trying to put something behind him, because there's this wand behind him, and trying to be balanced at the same time, you know. So yeah, I feel like this time that he's looking at his future, he doesn't want to think negatively anymore. Wow, we have the Six of Wands, and then these popped out. Am I being guided to take them? Yes. Oh, wow. The Three of Pentacles with the Devil. So I feel like what Spirit is saying here is that this person was very much in their ego, but at the same time, they're finally coming to, you know, coming to terms with, like, the reality of the situation and not looking at things with rose-colored glasses. So I feel like this person, this is why they've been so negative, because they've been thinking about how anytime they go towards a connection in their ego, it ends up being toxic. And that's why the Three of Swords was at the bottom, because it ends up in heartbreak. So I feel like this is one avenue that they're looking at, you know, like anytime that I've gone towards love, you know, it just turns to shit, you know. Yeah, the Queen of Swords at the bottom, and I end up getting cut off from whoever I'm dealing with. Yeah, the Ten of Pentacles, the King of Cups, and what's underneath that? The Sun. So I feel like he's starting to realize his true feelings with this situation. If he was in a karmic connection, he's realizing that it was just an empty victory. It was just to satisfy his ego, but it didn't get him, you know, anywhere where he wanted to be. And so now, let's see what this next row talks about, because I feel like it's going to be a little bit different. I feel like it's going to be the opposite of this, you know, perspective. Because we have one way of looking at things, and then now we're going to have another. Okay. Okay, here we go. The Eight of Pentacles. This card keeps coming out even when I was shuffling. So to me, this is saying that now he knows he has to put in more effort than just waiting for things to come to him. You know what I mean? This is a type of masculine that was used to people gravitating towards him without him having to do much work, right? Like they would just praise him and, like, you know, accept his breadcrumbs, right? And it got him into a partnership that he ended up feeling like he was a prisoner, like he didn't have freedom. And so now this energy of the Eight of Pentacles is telling me that he knows he can't just expect things to come to him, right? He has to make sure that he puts in the work if he wants this other option to be better than this top row here, right? Yeah, see, bottom of the deck we have the Hermit. So he's introspecting now. He's starting to realize, when I didn't give it my all, you know, it's like the saying goes, you get what you give. So if you don't give anything, you're not going to end up with anything, right? You're going to end up starting from square one. Like, you have to put in the work if you want something worthwhile and something fulfilling. And now in this bottom row, I feel like he's starting to realize, if I want my life to be different and not this heartbreak situation, I need to put in the work. I need to work on myself, right? Look at that. Top of the deck was the Ace of Pentacles. I'm going to put that down because that's not an accident, right? Because we have the Ace of Pentacles next to the 8. That gives you the 9 of Pentacles, right? So I feel like this person's starting to realize, if I want to be standing on my own 2 feet and being independent and not expecting things to come to me just because I'm Mr. Badass, right? I have to put in the work. I have to put in the work so that my blessing can come in, right? Because I put in the work. But if I don't do anything, I can't expect people to just cater to me, because it made me feel like I didn't have to appreciate it as much because I didn't work hard for it, right? It was easy. It wasn't a challenge, right? And so now I feel like this masculine is starting to realize, I have to put in the work so that when I do get my blessing, I'm going to be so grateful for it, right? Yeah, top of the deck here was a Tower. So this is where change comes in, okay? This is like where the epiphany hits. Like, wow, if I put in the work, the blessing comes in, and I'm like in shock. Okay, let's see what else comes out. Yeah, okay. I love that this came out, because now this person's feeling like, I had to destroy my old life, right? And it's directly under the 3 of Pentacles, right? I had to destroy my old life, the way that I was settling into these connections, in order to move on from toxic karmic situations. Look at this. This was in my Instagram post. The 8 of Wands. Look at that. And then we have the star underneath that. If I want my wishes to come true, it starts with me changing my mindset, my belief system. You know, the crumbling of the old life. And it's funny because, you know, when I tell people that I sold all my belongings last year, moved to Mexico, people were like in shock, like, wow, really? And it's like, yeah, we don't need material things, because you know what? Now that I'm back in the States, I was blessed, you know, beyond measure. And I got brand new furniture, which is a great feeling. And it was such a blessing, and I won't ever take that for granted, because when everything comes together, that's when you know you're building a brand new foundation, so that then you know how to move forward. And I feel like for you feminines, you also were in this energy where you knew that your person needed to learn how to work for what they want. And you also needed to do the work to gain a deeper understanding so that you can move on and fulfill your own cup, right? Your own Ace of Cups. Yeah, see, talking about healing, 4 swords and the 7 of Cups. So I feel like for a lot of masculines, they had to heal from this fantasy that things were going to come easy to them. They had to finally realize, you know what? If I want something fulfilling, I have to fight for it. I have to work for it. You know, I can't expect it to come easy, because it's just the ego, right? Telling him, oh, you don't have to put in that much work. You just charm whoever and they just give you what you want. But did that get that person where they wanted to be, right? No, it didn't. So let's get some Island Time Wellness clarifiers here to see what else do we need to know. Tell us about this 3 of Wands, Spirit. Yeah, see, passion. Insane chemistry, like each other, equally having fun. I feel like this person was in that energy of, yeah, whatever I come, I attract it because I am magnetic, you know? And your person was the type to just wait for things to come to him. Maybe they still are a part of them, but I'm getting here that with the 3 of Wands, now this person's learning that passion and chemistry with people doesn't come easily. You know what I mean? Because as you can see, this guy's still waiting and the ships are not coming in yet. It's just kind of like nothing's happening. And so I feel like passion also fuels this person to want to be with people. And if they were in a distorted type of mindset, then they attracted, you know, not so good connections to them, because it was all based on what felt good at the time, right? Yeah. Bottom of the deck, we have girl talk, moving on. Happily single, living in the moment, having fun. We have 2 cards of talking about having fun. I feel like that was the energy of your person, because to them, putting in work, that's not fun to them, right? So I feel like this is where they had to heal, right? They had to heal that energy, healing heart. Freedom from toxic relationship or addiction. You can't make this up. Okay. So, tell us about the 6 of Wands. Twin flames. You definitely change your person's perspective, because this is the ego right here, right? And I'm getting here that your person, I feel like you guys had really insane chemistry and a lot of passion, right? And you made this person feel victorious. You made them feel like a king. But this is a Wands energy. It's not a court card, right? So I feel like this was just like an introduction where your person was able to get a taste of what pure happiness was like with you. Yeah, see? But this is how they were still programmed to believe that your connection was karmic at the time, because there was ego involved, right? Fleeting triggers, turmoil, resentment, lessons, letting go, and loving you. So I feel like your person needed to learn from the ego that you have to balance out your energy, and you can't be all ego. You have to also have your heart balanced into it. And this is where the transformation had to come in with the dragonfly, right? Things are coming to light, adapt, change, and heal. So this person got a taste of what your connection was going to be like, but there was some codependency here, addiction, you know, toxicity, negativity, a lot of lust energy, okay? Because the devil also represents lust, attraction. But it wasn't going to keep on standing. But that's why the tower is here underneath the Three of Pentacles, because that old foundation had to crumble, right? Why is the Three of Pentacles here, Spirit? I just heard the other woman. So for some of you, this is not going to apply to all of you, but for some of you, you could have been dealing with a third party where there was somebody else involved, and that's why your person had to heal and free themselves from that toxic relationship before they could move on towards your connection, right? Then we have abundance at the bottom. Keep a positive mindset, manifest exactly what you want, gratitude, bliss. So it's almost like your person had to realize that they still had some heartbreak they hadn't healed from in your connection. And because of that, they couldn't tap into this positivity, right? Because the devil's energy is right next to it. It was keeping them hostage in a way. Wedding rings, to clarify the devil. Union, wedding, married, soul connection, eternal love, everlasting promise. I feel like this person was tempted by your connection. They wanted to marry you, okay? But at the same time, they needed to break free first from this toxic energy, because otherwise your connection was just going to be toxic. You know what I mean? And even these rings, this one's loose over here. It's almost like your person was scared because, you know, the devil also represents fear. Your person was scared that they were going to lose you. You know, like if they had any kind of inkling, like, oh, if I don't keep an eye on her, she might get away. You know what I mean? Like there's control here. Manipulation. And this is why you guys had to separate. See? Bottom of the deck, we have separation. Sadness, missing you, thinking of you. Yearning, unsure of the future. So yeah, this person had fear and doubt about your future. Even though they saw marrying you, they still needed to heal from this heartbreak. And it could have been from a third party, right? For others of you, this person could have ended up marrying somebody that was toxic. And they thought that they could start over with that other person. But the tower's underneath the Three of Pentacles. So it's like it was not a solid connection because it fell apart. Okay. So why is the Eight of Pentacles here? Oh, look, abundance came out. So yeah, I feel like your person needed to work on being positive, right? And manifest exactly what they want and be grateful. Remember I said be grateful for this blessing that came in, the Ace of Pentacles, because abundance is there when you tap into it. But if you are claiming that you're in lack mentality, then guess what? You're going to fulfill that prophecy. See? Bottom of the deck, we have addiction. Codependent, obsession, possession, controlling, has a block, restraint. Remember I said this person was afraid they were going to lose you? And so I feel like now they're trying to be positive that you're not going to get away from them. You know what I mean? They had to break free from that obstacle right here. Transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase, preparing for reunion, okay? So, collective, I feel like this bottom row here, your person is starting to realize that they have the power to change their outlook, their life, but it starts with them. Nobody else can do it. You can't do it for them, right? It starts with them tapping in and feeling worthy that they are going to get these blessings if they just shift their mindset. Okay, why is the Ace of Pentacles here? Wow, not today. Not dealing, hurt, avoiding a conversation, call, person, boundary, still angry. You remember how this card popped out, like it was at the top of the deck? It's almost like this person wants this love with you, this new opportunity that's solid in the physical world, but they're pushing it away, right? And as you can see, this guy is pointing towards pretty much the tower. So this is why the Tower is here, because I feel like Spirit is saying this person needed to finally see how they were destroying their opportunities, right? They were sabotaging their future with this mindset that they are not good enough. Bottom of the deck, we have date. Exactly. They wanted to date you. That's what you don't see. This is why it's at the bottom of the deck, because you don't see that they want to date you. And they act the opposite by pushing you away. Like, no, I don't want this. So it's very interesting, because seeing how we saw this top row, I feel like your person wants to work on this positivity, but then the negativity creeps in, right? So it's not something that can be easily, out of their own volition, free from that negativity. And that's why the Tower is here, because the Tower represents divine intervention. This is where the spirit, realm, the universe has to step in to help this person finally shift out of that negativity, And so they can't do it alone. That's basically what Spirit is saying. That's why the divine had to intervene and help them to get past this hurdle. So why is the Tower here, Spirit? Yeah, see? The Grim Reaper. So something had to die in order to move out of this energy. The relationship is over. No second chances. Grow and transform your life, right? And this has to do with their beliefs. The programming that they grew up with. Whatever the programming is, societal expectations, relationships. You know what I mean? Whatever it is that's from the ego. Whatever it is that's from the ego and not from the heart. Wow, you cannot make this up. Look at this. Bottom of the deck, we have lightning. This is the Tower in this deck. Sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, transformation. You guys, this is confirming the message. Okay, so this person had to put away the old life. Crucify their old life, their player ways, that old mindset. I can't manipulate this love, right? I can't try to possess this person and keep her, tied to me, because that's not what true love is. Because the old way of thinking is this person thought that if they did certain things that they would keep you, right? Because that's what they did with, past relationships. But your relationship has taught them that you can't control this love. You can't keep it in a jar, right? Because it all stems from trusting and having the strong belief that this person is not going to leave you. One of my favorite quotes from J-Lo's interview that she did with Apple Music, I believe it was. She said that, the second time that she was with Ben, because, they were together before, over 20 years ago, and he gave her a ring, and I think on the inside of the ring it had inscribed, "I'm not going anywhere." You know what I mean? And that is so reassuring, because this time, this second chance that they've had, they know, they trust that this person is not going to go anywhere. You know what I mean? And sometimes it helps when they put it in the ring. You know what I mean? I just think that's so sweet. But all that to say, I feel like this person had to stop believing the lie that if they did certain things to hold you or keep you, that you'll stay right there. That's not how this relationship works, So anyways, let's see what the Knight of Cups. So this is a new energy. Now that the Tower's here, this is the new foundation here that's coming about. The Knight of Cups. Wow, look at the seduction. Attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third-party interference. I'm not getting third party though. I'm getting this person's very attracted to you, right? And they want to date you. They want to flirt with you. They want to reach out to you, because you see this guy's reaching out to her while she's on the desk. Because now you guys both went through a rebirth here. Endings bring new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, transition, right? You guys had to let go of the old life, the old storyline, in order to step into this new Eight of Wands energy, right? So let's see. Why is the Eight of Wands here, Spirit? Spirit is saying grab the top of the deck. Okay. When I stop. It's so random, but I always listen to my intuition. Okay, he's saying stop. Okay. Or, you know, Spirit is saying stop. Wow, look at this. The Sword and the Rose. Clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity, force, honor, protection, power. You guys, this is beautiful. So the new energy that's coming in is going to be an energy of truth, of revealing things that needed to be known. This is going to be true love here, because the rose to me represents true love. High vibrational energy. This person wants to protect you also. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, see, the new energy is you guys are both mirroring each other. Self-image, relationships reflect our wounds, introspection. Remember we saw the Hermit earlier? I feel like your person's realizing, I have to work for what I want. I can't just expect it to come easy. I can't expect it to come to me. I have to put in the work. I have to tumble down these old beliefs so that I can move on from this old cycle, right? That's why the star is here, because, wow, we have the moon and the Six of Cups and the Nine of Cups. So this is a reunion that's coming, you know, with the star and the moon. That's very special. I feel like this is divine feminine energy. Your person is getting guidance that they need to set the record straight. They need to clear the runway, is what I'm hearing, because the blessings are coming in. One of my favorite sayings is, you know, when you're trying to work on your abundance, you can't expect, you know, things to just come if you haven't cleared out the clutter, right? And it's almost like you need to clear the runway so that the blessings can come in. Right when I'm saying that, here an airplane. Wow. Spirit wanted me to use this deck too, so I didn't want to just not use it. But let's just pull whatever cards come out to see what is this new energy that's coming in after the Eight of Wands. The Lovers, you guys. I love this. Oh my God, this is a wedding. This is so beautiful. Oh my God. Some of you guys might be Star Wars fans because this reminds me of Princess Leia. Wow. This is amazing. You have to see this up close. We have the doves here, like reconciliation. We have, you know, a lot of weddings have these ceremonies where you tie each other with a, you know, wreath, or like, what is it called? Catholics do it where they use this, like a beaded jewelry to like wrap each other in the same knot. This is insane. And this is Mother Nature. You see how she's just rooted in the ground? So this is the universe letting you guys know this new energy, the universe is bringing it together. You know what I mean? You guys don't have to do anything but just keep focusing on you, keep high vibe, and don't read into the old energy, right? Because there's healing here. Four of Swords at the bottom. And right now we're in the winter season, right? So this is about us shedding those old layers and no longer looking at the past. Because you see this beaver or whatever, he's not looking at the swords, right? We saw the Three of Swords earlier, so I'm getting here that Spirit is saying, right now this is a time to heal and reflect and trust that the universe is bringing you guys back together. Wow, look at this. We have the Death card here at the bottom of the deck. So this is like pumpkins here, spring. It's like the seasons had to go on. in order for you guys to get to this truth here. This reminds me of the Hermit, right? And then there's owls here. So there's wisdom here that has been attained because you guys had to go through this rebirth. That's why we have the Grim Reaper here. The Tower represents a rebirth, right? And this is going to catapult you guys into that next energy. What's at the top of the deck? The Strength. So you guys had to really be resilient and strong through this journey by yourself or together. But for the most of you that are in separation, you know, take it how it resonates. So I feel like you guys had to hold back your ego in a way, in some instances, right? This person is finally working on what they really need to work on to help them become strong and not rely on material things or things that are not really showing a true sense of worth and a sense of growth and prowess is what I'm getting, you know? Like, because a lot of times in society, you know, like, men think that emotions make you weak or whatever, and that's not the case. It's actually, it takes strength to reveal emotions and how you feel. And don't hold back from your healing, right? Because the Four of Swords is right next to the Strength card. Don't hold back from your healing, because that's what's going to help you become one with yourself and be able to bring in a new connection into your life. But the old has to go. That's why the Death card is here. Some of you might be a Scorpio, I don't know. Gemini, Leo. But Aquarius with the Star card. But I love this. I'm just kind of like shocked how everything just came together. So let's get some last messages here, Spirit, to wrap up the reading. And you know, these are two major arcanas, you know, so the new energy that's coming in has all been orchestrated by the divine for you guys to come together. And Strength card also has to do with lust energy. So a lot of sexual energy, intense energy, chemistry. And then we have coming apart. Meeting you was unexpected. You changed their whole world forever, feeling lost as they lose their old identity. And that's very true, because that's why the Tower's here. That's why the Twin Flames card came out. This person had to shed the ego, right? Because otherwise you guys would have been in that toxic energy. Bottom of the deck we have love is a fire. You set their heart on fire, and the soul ever burning and unquenchable. It's a natural and undeniable connection. Exactly. Your person was probably taken aback by how much they felt for you. That's why they were scared that they were going to lose you, because they had that old way of looking at love, right? They needed to get new glasses. That's what I'm hearing, you know, to see life differently. It's almost like you gave your person prescription glasses. Like if they were blind or not able to see the small print, you know what I'm saying? You were like the prescription, the remedy. Wow. And then we have the Rival. They chose someone else over you, and though it wasn't what they wanted, they thought it was the right thing to do. So, I mean, we did see the Three of Pentacles here earlier, and I kind of got that from that energy, that this could have been somebody that ended up getting married to somebody else. Doesn't have to be, but at the same time, your person could have just been choosing other things. It could have been work. Work could be a karmic connection, you know what I mean? Because it's of the physical realm. It's not spiritual, right? And look at this. This came out when I was shuffling. Bottom of the deck, we have gesture. You can expect some kind of gesture to help strengthen your connection. Give them a chance to prove themselves. It's no accident we have the Strength card here, you guys. Because I feel like your person wants to unlock this key, right? That's why I have the Ace of Pentacles here. And on here it says entering and leaving. First, I can't even read. Hold on. Entering and leaving. First, obtain and create a key. It could be a ring, a robe, a gesture, a stone, anything that will act as a symbol for the opening of the place. I feel like some of you might get your own place together. You know what I mean? You're going to hand the keys over to your person like, hey, here's a key. That's amazing. I love that energy because I feel like this is going to open up the door for you guys to step into a new story, you know? What else, Spirit? Desire. Okay. I can't reveal too much of this, but yeah, she's holding a mirror, so that's very interesting. We got wine. Okay. But yeah, I feel like your person wants to shower you with physical love. Okay. I'm gonna try to cover this up with this stone. With my crystal. Wow. Look at this. We have power. This is beautiful. I feel like your person wants to cuddle with you, be by the fireplace. You know what I mean? They just want to be in your energy, like physically. They can't hold back this fire that's flaming for you. You know? Some of you might have a cat. Oh my gosh, I gotta tell you guys something. So a few weeks ago, I was driving and this is how intuition is so powerful. I was driving and my intuition told me, slow down. There's a cat coming. And I was like, okay. And as soon as I slow down, a cat in that exact same color, white and gray, was walking in front of me, like really slow. That cat must be protected, okay? Because I couldn't believe it. So, that's insane. And I feel like now your person is showing you here through this story that I'm sharing and this card and this message is that now your person is strong in their intuition, in their power, right? They believe in their intuition now more than ever because they've seen physical evidence, just like I did, you know? And that's what's helping them to heal. Look at this. And he's coming home to her with flowers. Like, this is like Romeo and Juliet. You know? And the full moon in the background. This is beautiful. So, this is leading towards healing. Your person wants to bring you a rose. We did see the sword and the rose card earlier. So, your person desires more than anything to connect with you again. But they had to get out of that lack mentality, that funky, you know, toxic mindset that needed to tumble down. Yeah, and you were just waiting for him. Look at the flame behind them. Oh my God. This is like pure intense chemistry, like on fire. Okay? Your person, they just can't wait to put their hands all over you. It's what I'm getting. They're just like, oh, this is my woman, you know? It's very intense. I feel the energy. It's like, oh my God. I have to turn on the fan here. Let me not be too loud. Oh my God. That was intense. Let's pull some last messages here and we'll wrap up. Yeah, see, romantic feelings. They want to tell you how they feel. They want to go on a honeymoon, okay? Enjoy the blissful holiday time together. Yeah, this person's like on fire for you, literally. We have love is fire. They're by the fireplace. We saw the passion card earlier. Okay. It is lit. What else do we need to know, Spirit? Yeah, we saw that flirting card earlier. Like, they want to flirt with you. They miss flirting with you is what I'm getting. It's almost like when you flirted with them, they would get so high off of it. like your words would still linger in their mind. Like, oh my God, I can't believe she said that. Like it's that intense energy between you guys. I know when I would flirt with my masculine, it was intense. And I would say things that I never really said to anybody. And when I would say it to him, I was like thinking, where did that come from? Because I'm not usually that flirty. But it was almost like he brought this mega flirtiness woman in me. And I would flirt with him and he would lose his mind in a way. His eyes would get all big when I would send him a message or something. And it was something very innocent. And his eyes would get like he would get this huge reaction, and I would be like, dang, I impact him that much? Shit. I just, miss that energy, but it was fun. It was very fun to flirt with him. Not for like any bad reason or anything. It was just amazing to see the kind of effect I had on him. You know what I mean? And he had the same effect on me too. I'm not trying to downplay that at all, but he was just so expressive with his face that I just miss I just miss seeing his cute little reactions to my flirting. Anyways, it says here, let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Okay. Look at that. You're calling in your soulmate. I feel like a lot of you are, getting help from maybe fellow twin flames. Maybe you have a mentor that you work with, and they're helping you to manifest your person, right? They're helping you manifest and visualize this new story that you guys need to gravitate towards instead of the old one. Okay. What else? Ooh, pay attention to red flags. Okay. I feel like for most of you, this is more along the lines of, I'm not going to think negatively again, because that's usually, like they say, a muscle that you exercise a lot back in the past. And I feel like now you guys are in this energy where, I'm not going to fall back into the old pattern of thinking negatively. I'm not going to think the worst of my person, because that's not the way I want to visualize my life anymore. I want to be in this high vibrational energy where I believe the best in my person. Look at this. Bottom of the deck very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now, right? It's all part of manifesting. You want to manifest this new energy. And talking about the past is not going to get you there, right? Because you're just going to be stuck. And we have soulmate and then new love. Yes, this is your soulmate. Okay, there's no twin flame card on the romance angels, but I feel like this is right along the same message, that this is your person. Calling in your soulmate, this is your soulmate, right? Express your love with new love. This is going to put you guys in a new story here, where they're going to reconcile with you because you guys had a past life relationship and they're returning to your life, right? And it says here, someone from your past is returning to your life, and you have a new person has stirred your romantic feelings, right? And it doesn't have to be a new person necessarily. It could just be your person, because we saw the death card, guys. Your person's going to put away the old and be so brand new that they're going to be like reborn. They're going to be like reborn into a new person, right? So you're not even going to recognize your person. It's just like that energy of, you're going to see your person through fresh eyes, is what I'm hearing. And that's so beautiful. Okay, let's give you some advice. What does Spirit want you to know? All right, let's find out. What does Spirit want you to know? Last message. Hardly wanted to come out. New Moon in Taurus, know your worth. I love this because I feel like in the past you guys struggled with that, and also your person. And now look at this, bottom of the day, first quarter moon in Taurus, Taurus energy. Something could be significant about Taurus coming up, Taurus season. But you guys had to let go of control, you know? Because when you let go of control, you don't feel like you have to manipulate and do things to get a certain outcome. You trust, right? You trust that what's for you is going to come to you. It's going to be yours without you having to play games to get there. Now look at this, full moon in Pisces. That's funny because we're in Pisces season. Forgive. Exactly. So thus, Spirit's advice to you guys is to let go of the old story, trust, and forgive that this all had to happen in order to get you from that old mindset, because I feel like that's also you guys too. You had to get out of that old mindset because it was toxic to get to that new energy where Knight of Cups can finally bring you his love, right? Like, I'm ready to pour out my feelings to you. But it starts with knowing your worth, what you deserve. If the masculine doesn't feel like he deserves a woman like you, then it's almost like he has to work towards making himself feel in that higher level of consciousness that they do deserve a woman like you. But it had to be something that they had to go through a process, right? Where they had to let go of control. They had to surrender, right? They had to be in connection with Source and the universe to learn how to forgive themselves and forgive the past so that they could reconcile with you. I love it. So I'm going to leave it there, guys. I hope that was helpful. Comment below and let me know if this resonated. And if you'd like to book a reading, like I said, you know what to do. And I'll catch you guys on the next video.